Hi, my name's Kip Bradford, and I'm here on behalf of ExpertVillage. The first thing you want to do is to make sure you put all the components that belong on the cable before you solder on the cable before you solder. Now, I make a lot of cables, and I inevitably forget to do this once or twice during a job when I'm doing an install. And really the only reason to make your own cables is to make a custom size, or if you run into a situation where you just don't have the proper cable, because cable's relatively cheap compared to the time that it takes to make one and the cost of the components. Unless you're making lots of cables, the cost of two XLR connectors is not going to be a whole lot different than the cost of a cable. You'll pay, for a good quality one, one at a time, or even 10 at a time, you're going to probably pay $4 a piece for them or more. So, but the first thing you'll do is put your components on here, and then remember, black. I just always put the black one on first, and since we've tinned our wires, we have some solder that will melt really quick, and as soon as the solder melts, it will combine with the solder we put in the cup, and then hold it there until the solder turns a smooth but not quite as shiny color. Then the next thing to do is double check and make sure that you get the next color where it belongs, and usually it's marked, and on the female it will be on the right hand side to put the shield, and so we will. And once you get the first one on, sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get everything else in the right position. Then simply flow it to the connector. Hold it. You'll see a distinct change in the color once it's cool enough. It will just kind of fog over just a little bit. Now, if your solder tends to be lumpy when you're done, look kind of like chewing gum, then something isn't right. And usually it's related to the fact that it didn't get hot enough, or your surface wasn't properly cleaned. You don't want to use it on a dirty surface, because impurities will come to the surface and keep that solder from sticking, if you will, to the components. And there we go. We just made an XLR connector.